Hello, my lovely Libras. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I'm Sachi the Scorpio, and I'm here to deliver your guided Twin Flame Soulmate reading as a mid-month check-in for May for the Scorpio Full Moon, which happened on the 7th, and we are still feeling the reverberations of that. A lot of things have been coming into light. Light has been shed on secrets, on occult happenings, on a lot of different things. Different like spiritual layers of ourselves are sort of sloughing off as well. All the goodness that the Scorpio full moon brings, super intense. I want to let you know what I picked up on during the cleansing ceremony. I feel like someone had gotten some sort of text where it was very much like, this is just how it is, and it was like, it was the truth, and it's like, it's not meant to harm, it's not meant to hurt, it's just the truth. And I feel like that's very much you, Libra, because you are that way of like, let's just keep this shit balanced, like this is, justice, you are the scales, so you really can counteract with people. So I'm going to say it. I wasn't going to, but I figured I'm not going to hide anything from you. I feel like someone said something about, or like is feeling something like someone is more of a daddy than a father. And yeah. So I also heard like dopey daddy, like someone got upset maybe about that they're more like daddy than father or something. I don't know, Libra. Let's just take a look at what's going on here. What is going on for Libra? This full moon energy, man. So we have mountain strength. So I feel like you are finding your inner strength about a situation. Mountain is being very grounded. I think you're being very strong during whatever is going on here. And it's very much, grounding yourself amidst sort of the things that are going on. Yeah, okay, and revolve to generations, the ancestors. Like, I think that there has been some sort of family situations that you have been dealing with, and it might be some, ancestral curses that are passed down of behavioral patterns, that are activated within our DNA because we're taught that, through our parents, we are taught of how to behave and how to respond in our DNA, like it encodes that emotional memory as well. And so I think that you are being very strong in regards to a family situation and breaking those curses, and also getting all of the blessings. Like this keeps coming up for a lot of different signs. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Very much, your ancestral blessings. So I think maybe you have been recognizing that your ancestors are sending you blessings and things like that, that you are, you are being strong amidst this because, you understand that, even the ancestral curses that we have to break are blessings. And very much, the rainbow is the full spectrum of light, where you look at, what can be seen with the human eye of taking visible light and breaking it down in such a beautiful way. So I think that you are very much inspecting the light aspects of things. And okay, that's all right. We'll do it. So meadow vulnerability. I think you have made yourself vulnerable to something, and it's very much, like you are nurturing something that you have made yourself vulnerable to, and it's very much a new beginning. There is something new that is starting here, and I think it's about you understanding these sorts of ancestral curses and, being strong and breaking them, and that is the blessing that you give, to your own lineage, whether you have children or not, just like within the ancestor piece within your DNA and what you pass along. So, there is some very vulnerable, nurturing energy and a new beginning that is coming from that. Yes, Libra. Like, especially after that full moon, like, there is definitely a new beginning. Definitely. All right, let's see what's going on for Libra. We have the Magician. Yes, so this is very much that shamanic energy of this ancestral, energy. And I think that you've been very strong. You are manifesting something, and I think that, you know, you are keeping your magic within you and learning how to manifest and things, and being strong through this. Like, here we have the full moon. You know, the Scorpionic full moon is about that shamanic death. Like I said, so part of our soul is sloughing off. The Scorpio full moon teaches us about that shamanic death when it comes to emotional things, especially of like, you know, things don't die physically, but things do die in the spiritual realm, you know, the shamanic death of being reborn. And it's very much like there is, yeah, there is strength in what you are going through in that regard. What is the light aspect? And you can even see the ancestors down here. This is very much having a whole new perspective of clarity and really understanding ancestral magic. Yeah, psychic energy. This is like, this has opened, and look at the purple. It's like the exact same fucking shade. Excuse my mouth. Like, this is all about your third eye strength, your psychic ability strength. So, wow, amazing. I love it. What's the shadow aspect here? So, Ralts in reverse using magical shot and shroomish worry seed in reverse. So, I feel like there was some sort of, someone tried to do some sort of magic is what I'm getting. Like, the magician is just starting to learn out, and I'm not sure if you just started practicing some sort of magic, but it's like you were doing someone was doing something where they were magically shooting something so that they didn't have to worry about something. And I don't know, because we do have worry seed. It can be based on some sort of pregnancy or something, but like they don't want to worry about it. So there's some sort of magical shot that has been taken. This can also be like getting an actual shot. So I don't know if it's like birth control. I don't know why this is coming out, but I'm seeing the new beginning and vulnerability and nurturing. So I don't know if maybe there's some family planning going involved, or, you know, no matter which way. But anyway, especially because we have generations coming up, but they're very much, you know, there could this. So with Ralts, it is fairy type. Okay. So it's a one-on-one relationship. So it could be, you know, a lover, it could be a family member or something like that. But someone is very much, you know, seeing the light, seeing the cracks of light in the darkness, you know, and I feel like you're not worrying as much about them. Or maybe they're not worrying as much about you, but it's like someone feels like they are using their psychic strength and they have been reborn in order to not necessarily be in the darkness and worry about things as much. It says, it is highly attuned to the emotions of people and Pokemon. It hides if it senses hostility. So I feel like someone has been really, you know, hiding away because they are kind of like an empath or something like that, you know, and that could definitely be you, Libras. I mean, if anyone's more of an empath about one-on-one relationships, it's you. Like, you guys are literally astrologically built in order to be the best companion for another person, you know what I mean? But like, that's why you need someone who's also really well adjusted, so they don't just keep you going like this, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, I feel like someone is finally coming out of that sort of, I feel like that's you, like you're finally coming out of that darkness, and you have had some sort of like, you know, psychic awakening. It says, I wonder if I would look a little cuter with a beautiful flower. So I think that there's also this aspect of maybe how you're viewing yourself, or self-care of like, you know, like maybe you might want to try a new hairstyle, or maybe, you know, you might want to try a new moisturizer or something like that, maybe makeup as well. And I have a feeling like use all natural things. I think that that is another part of it, that maybe, you know, because Libra is, you know, ruled, the skin is the organ that Libra controls, and it's very much, you know, like Libras are really concerned about their skin. So I feel like a way to stop worrying about your image so much would be if you had more natural makeup. You are getting some interesting energy, Libra. All right, what else is going on with Libra? Tell us about the ancestors. So we have the Page of Cups and the Two of Swords in reverse. So there's someone who is emotionally immature, probably a drunk, a drug user, kind of fuckboy energy as well. But I feel like it's, you know, within your family where, or, you know, you're either you, like, this has been passed down to you, or, you know, your soulmate twin flame, it's been passed down to them, where it's like, you know, not good with the cup. You know, like the emotions are like, the Page of Cups gives his emotions to all. You know, like a dolphin, he likes to get fucked up drug wise and likes to have sex for pleasure, you know. So there very much is this unevolved sort of water energy. You could be dealing with an unevolved Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but I feel like this, you know, the cycles and what has been going on through generations in terms of that sort of behavior has really come to light. And with the Two of Swords in reverse, there could have been some sort of argument about that, or there could be like, you guys might not be communicating right now about something, or not communicating at all with this person. What's a light aspect here? Tangle using Vine Whip. So there very much is this sort of violence on the heart is what I'm hearing. Like someone just like whips the heart chakra, you know. And we do have like worry seed, and you know, because we have like some sort of substance abuse, I also feel like someone might be doing whippets is what I'm hearing. But like someone is very much entangled, you know, it's like in their DNA that they're addicted to certain things, and it's very much something that you've realized that needs to be broken, whether it's you or, you know, the other person. But likely it's both of you just manifested in a different way. That's usually how soulmate twin flame relationships work. But, you know, with the Vine Whip, this influences the heart chakra for sure. And I feel like the way that love is expressed is very much dependent upon that. It says, it tangles any moving thing with its vines. The subtle shaking is ticklish if you get ensnared. So, you know, I feel like it talks about it'll ensnare anything. And I feel like that's how the Page of Cups kind of is. Like I mentioned, you know, the Page of Cups offers his emotions, his cups to all. And like, what is the value of the cup if you're offering it to everybody? Do you know what I mean? And so this person just likes to get entangled with anybody that they can. And, you know, it hurts their heart chakra, of course, and probably yours as well. And it talks about their subtle shaking is ticklish if you get ensnared. So I feel like your energy is like, you're just like, like laughing like, oh my God. Like, it's just so idiotic that it's funny is what I'm hearing. What's the shadow? Whoa. Yeah. Okay. So this is influencing the psychic connection, of course. Blah. So, you know, you've had some sort of psychic awakening, and I feel like it's their shit where they, you know, it's influencing their psychic connection. But if you are dealing with this sort of behavior within yourself, then that is influencing your psychic connection, and how you're able to psychically, you know, connect to each other is because of some sort of substance issue that has been passed down, you know, through generations. And this ancestral curse needs to be broken, you know, because it's hurting the heart. And, you know, it's about this psychic type, and this is shuppet, blah. So this is being very much blah when it comes to like, literally like teasing, immature, you know, like that Page of Cups energy, being like psychically third eye immature of like how they visualize what they want. You know, how do they manifest? Do they keep their third eye like purified? You know what I mean? They like, and it's the substance that really stops them from being able to do that. And it says, it loves vengeful emotions and hangs in the rows of under the eaves of houses where vengeful people live. So this is someone who like feeds off of vengeful emotions. So I feel like there is some energy of like, you know, like someone likes being hurt in this way, and it's very much an ancestral curse. Like, and it might be because of either the way that your parents were or their parents were, where like they love having negative emotions brought to them, so that way they can be vengeful and do it back. Like for some reason they just feed off of that loop. and it causes so many issues, and it's something that needs to be broken. And like, if it's you, then you know that you need to do that work. If it's them, then you have to wait for them to do that work, or you don't have to wait for them to do the work. You know, I read to reunite the soulmates and the twin flames, but you have full authority to not wait for this person, you know, if it is them, or, you know, for you to do your own work. But it does talk about like hanging out outside the house. So I don't know if this person like comes by your house or some shit, or like it has been saying that they want to come see you or something like that. Tell us about these blessings, please. Like, whoo, that was a heavy ancestral curse there, Libra. So we have the Queen of Wands. So the blessings, the Queen of Wands definitely is similar to the Magician, the highest form of the divine feminine when it comes to the wands. This is about spirituality, of magic, of manifesting, of passion, of love, of lust, intensity. So I feel like this is you, where you are like, I know my power. Here we have the moon. It's not the full moon, but it's still there. And like, you know, of feeling that sort of energy where, you know, you, even though you're the Queen of Wands, like you can still be in the water. You know what I mean? Like you are really maintaining your integrity when it comes to your passion, and that you are able to manifest your blessings. I feel like you might be getting into, you know, I mean, the Magician, you're realizing how to manifest things through your third eye. And we have the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, because like, it's like, you know that this has been, you're breaking your own ancestral curse, and I feel like your soulmate twin flame has not, because this is the Eight of Wands. These are all different like battle guys from different battles that are being evoked from the dead to like fight the final war, you know, of like the war between the living and the dead and things like that. So there very much is this energy of like the ancestors, you know, all fighting back. But here you are, the Queen of Wands, like you have broke some sort of curse. But with the Ten of Cups in reverse, they have not. Like this has not been, you know, like if it was the Nine of Cups, it's like an emotional cycle completed within yourself. But the Ten of Cups is, you know, an emotional cycle completed with somebody else. And this is about a celebration of an ending, the Day of the Dead, of celebrating that something's dead. But you can't celebrate with that person in that way, because they're still going through that. Wow. But it's a blessing that you did. What's the light aspect? Because you know that they will follow. You know what I mean? When you raise your vibration, they naturally will. And if not, then it's not meant to happen at this moment. You know what I mean? Like it just might take them longer. Since, you know, using covet. So there is definitely something that like somebody wants. You know, coveting something, like someone wants the flower, you know, and here you are being vulnerable, you know, and nurturing a new beginning, but somebody really does covet something. So I don't know if maybe this is a relationship, maybe that's like a forbidden relationship or something, coveting, you know, someone else's husband or wife or something like that. But I feel like it's just that they want you, like they really want you. It says, Encino's body is coated in special oil that helps it deflect attacks, such as punches. So I feel like there is some aspect of protection that you need to do when it comes to oil. So maybe try using some protective oils on your body just to protect you from this person's energy while they figure out their stuff. What's the shadow here? Trainer super rod. So there's another person, it could be your soulmate twin flame, but there's an external person who's super deep, and I feel like, you know, that is, I'm hearing like they're deep in the bottle, and I just felt like this fruity taste in my mouth as well. But like they are, you know, this is someone who can also get very deep. So I feel like this is the deepest relationship of your life or something like that. And you need to remember that that is also a blessing, you know, that it does show you the depths of your own emotional waters. So even though the cycle hasn't been completed, you know, and maybe it never will be, if you want it to, it will happen. You know what I mean? That's how these things work. But I feel like you just really want that depth again. All right, so what's going on with this vulnerability, the nurturing, and the new beginning? So we have the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Wands. Very similar energy of like them coming out from the dead. You know what I mean? Like something is, you are not allowing it to come back. You know what I mean? There is some sort of energy that you are nurturing some new beginning because you don't want to bring this conversation back up from the dead. You don't want, you know, the zombies to be coming back and kind of like, you're done with this cycle. And I feel what it was is like with the Ten of Wands, this is very much, you know, like I said, 10 is a completion with someone else, And when it comes to the Wands, this is about like them being you know, like a slave to their love or their lust, their passion, their intensity, where it's like, you know, like they have to listen to this face in the background telling them like, go to work, do this, do that. Like they're under, you know, the power of, whatever they're telling them to do. You know, their wands, their intensity, their passion, their action is just being dictated by this external force where they are like forever in servitude to this. And you know, with the Eight of Swords, this is coming back from the dead when it comes to communication. So it's like someone just kept consistently bringing up the same old thing over and over and over again, and it's like this cycle is just enslavement. So I feel like you are just done with that shit and you are ready for a new beginning. You are ready to make yourself vulnerable and start nurturing something else. Like whether it is, you know, it doesn't mean that it's over with this person, you know, but you're on some other shit now. You're breaking ancestral curses. They're stuck in the bottle. What's the light aspect? Or whatever they're addicted to. We have Snubble using Roar and Furret using Buried Treasure Hunt. So I feel like there has been some sort of argument about what was hidden in terms of a physical item, which is interesting because a lot of people have been getting energy about like cursed items with their soulmate twin flames that need to go away. So if you have any, I definitely suggest that you bury those. But I feel like because you know the fairy type is based on those one-on-one relationships. So there was a one-on-one argument that you had with someone where someone did roar. And it says small Pokemon flee from its scary face. It is, however, considered by women to be cute. So I feel like there could be something maybe where looks are deceiving here, and maybe someone looks cute or doesn't look cute but is cute on the inside, and whatever the heck that is. So like in terms of this new beginning, I feel like Buried Treasure Hunt, you need to go look for them. This person might not be the most handsome or beautiful. Like, you know, we were talking about that skin energy, and like Libras, we know that you are all about, ooh, what is pretty, but maybe it's time to find the buried treasure in someone and not judge someone by their looks. Just saying. Like, you know, and find what is within, you know, and fall in love with a soul. So, and I think that you're learning more about those sorts of cycles. And I think that you are ready for a new beginning, very much not based on the superficial. Like, I don't care what they look like. I just want someone who's gonna get deep with me, you know? It says, the mother puts its offspring to sleep by curling up around them. It corners foes with speed. So this is very much also being protective of children. And putting offspring to sleep by curling up around them. So I feel like this is maybe looking for a relationship that has to do with, you know, having children, of just like loving someone really deeply, not caring what they look like, or, you know, that you are in a relationship with somebody that you have children with, or maybe it's separate, like a relationship that you do have kids with, because it also mentions that like small Pokemon flee from them. So it does talk about, you know, the little ones there. So that is involved in that cycle. What's the shadow here? So Illumise using Quick Attack and Lantern using Confused Ray. So there is someone, it's definitely your soulmate twin flame, and I know a lot of people have been going through that, where like there has been this little quick attack of the return of the flames, and it's like a false return, you know, and it's definitely hurting a lot of the heart chakras, because it is a quick attack and then has left people in this sort of confused ray. And it's very much that Scorpio full moon, you know, of like sting, withdraw, you know, not even repeat it. It's just one sting and then withdraw. And I feel like that's kind of like how it's been. And it's been very confusing for a lot of twin flames, you know, or soulmates, where it's been, you know, cause a shakeup in terms of the solar plexus chakra of like, who am I in relation to this attack that just happened on my heart? You know, who really am I? So I feel like a lot of people are going through that. It says, its fragrance attracts a swarm of volbeat so that they draw over 200 patterns in the night sky. So you might be having a soulmate twin flame that is still very much a playboy, playgirl sort of energy. Like they're still trying to attract a bunch of other people, you know what I mean? But there really is only one light that they want to follow, and, you know, but they're confused or some shit like that, you know what I mean? This Pokemon flashes a bright light that blinds its prey. It creates an opening for it to deliver an electrical attack. So again, I feel like this is a quick attack where they sort of flashed this thing in your eyes and like, ooh, look here, pretty, you know what I mean? And then just like took some of your energy and, you know, like went away again. A lot of people have been going through that. Take that message if it's yours. If it's not, just leave it. All right, what does Libra need to hear about love? What does Libra need to hear about love? If you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it was truly meant to be. Yes, like you are ready for a new beginning and to be vulnerable with someone new. And you're finding this strength and having this rebirth because you've broken a curse and they haven't. And like, if you let them go, you know, that's part of these sorts of relationships. Sometimes you have to let it go. And you know, if in your heart you know that they are meant to be yours, then they already are yours. And that means you will eventually come together, but you have to let it go first. Whew. All right, what should Libra focus on healing? What should Libra focus on healing? I'm hearing the rain so loudly. So I don't know if someone needs a good cry or what, but what should Libra focus on? What should Libra focus on? The Goddess. Yes, Leo just got this as well. Your divine feminine energy needs some healing. And, you know, we did have this energy about like worrying what you look like and shit like that. Like, you know, spend the extra on the organic shit that's good for your skin, you know, and, you know, be the goddess that you are. Take care of your hair, take care of your body, you know, channel that inner, you know, goddess, whether, doesn't matter what gender you are or what body type you have. Like, this is about channeling the inner divine feminine of like, yes, I am gorgeous. I am life. I have the power to create life within me. Like, I'm the most magical creature on the earth, you know, and really channeling that sort of energy to help raise your vibration. All right, my dear Libras, I hope that you got what you needed, and thank you again for coming to my channel. Please like, comment, subscribe. The more energy you send to me, the more I can send to you. If you're interested in a private reading, you can email me at SachiTheScorpio@gmail.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at SachiTheScorpio. So I hope to see you again, my dear Libras, and enjoy the rest of May. Mwah! I love you very much. Bye-bye.